Hello everyone, Renee here. In this first part of the video, I'm joined by Cyborg Lizard and Super Dan. Cyborg Lizard does a lot of well-edited, pretty unique Daisy experiment videos, and Super Dan is also a first-person YouTuber. Lately he's often joining Cyborg Lizard in his adventures. Their channels are linked in the description. My story begins when I find the fireman's outfit. Firemen were the undisputed heroes before the apocalypse, but what does that say about me carrying that outfit? Maybe nothing at all. I hope you enjoy. Anyway, I'm in the fire station.
Okay.
Checking out the fireman pants.
Is there like an axe in here? I wouldn't mind a proper melee weapon.
Yeah. Oh, it's on my back. Well, here. Oh, here is one.
Oh, are you the fireman here? Here, I'll give you this.
Yeah. No, I got.
Where's a gas mask?
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Okay. Nice.
Got the dry bag and everything.
Yeah.
This is the fireman brigade. Let's go.
Yeah. You need a fire extinguisher though, Renee.
I
Can't
know.
be a fireman until you've got a fire extinguisher.
I'm gonna look for one.
Okay. You're a fake fireman now.
Don't call me fake or taste the fire axe.
Hey, sorry.
Let me present you what I have gathered from Cherno. Where's Danny? Alright.
Come in.
Should I call you Danny or Dan?
Danny.
Danny. Alright. Okay. First of all, a cooking pan,
Uh-huh.
seeds, duct tape,
But where did you store all this stuff?
walkie-talkie, compass,
How big is your backpack?
Coke, a shirt, and that's about it.
I
It's not-
found
Not bad for half
a
hour's work.
shirt and some rags.
Yeah, because at the moment I look like I've been in a fire.
Well, you should have been, but you haven't been doing your job.
Yeah. I mean, you're a fireman, right?
That's debatable. There's
I need
someone
to
lying
find another chick.
in the airfield. He went prone.
I didn't.
What
is
happened?
Yeah, there went someone prone in the airfield.
Okay,
Hello.
whereabouts?
At the edge.
Okay, I can hear him.
He took a gun out, I think. Wait. He's there, at the edge. Oh, he has an axe.
Alright, I'm the most useless of the three, so I'm gonna make contact.
Hello.
Never mind.
Hello.
Are you
Yeah,
hiding
probably
from me?
Because I'm scared of people RDMing.
I think you shouldn't be scared of us. I think
Hello?
you should take your axe back,
are you?
but you can just leave it on your back. So what's your name, buddy?
Careful, guys.
Oh, the CT.
CTM? Alright. Nice to meet
Yeah.
you. My name is Renee.
Yeah.
This is John. And this is Danny.
Hello, Renee. John. Hello.
Hello. How you doing, bud?
So,
Well, a little bit cold, a little wet, but surviving.
did you see anyone else?
Yeah.
Nope, not yet.
Okay. Alright.
Oh, okay.
So why can you see
are you
anything
in
through
your
that
name, or are
mask?
you-
A little bit
Okay.
blurry, but it's all good.
Alright.
You don't happen to have any chicken, do you?
Chicken?
Chicken.
I got sardines.
No, not chicken.
No, no chicken.
Okay.
Alright.
Well, you can have the Coke, and you can go on your way.
Alright, cool, thanks.
Yeah, no worries.
See you around, Steve.
You can have the chicken feathers as well.
Did you steal his Coke?
No, I dropped chicken feathers for him.
Okay.
I was talking about it,
you went over there and this Coke disappeared. I was like, did he just steal his Coke?
No, I wouldn't steal a Coke from a fresh farm. I mean, I
I would
would,
have
but
ordered you to put
not
it
with
back.
you here.
Well, we got our own chicken over here, John. So
Run chicken.
Shut up, Danny. Wait, you actually found your own chicken?
we got our own chicken.
Renee, is that true?
What?
You guys find a chicken? Or is Danny
No.
lying to me?
No, we didn't find a chicken. What are you talking about?
I have
I
no
know Danny
idea.
said you found a chicken.
Oh, did you just do that?
What happened?
I'm gonna check this house.
What did I miss? So you did find a chicken.
We did find a chicken.
We didn't find a
Bastards.
chicken.
Well, then we didn't anymore.
You will get none of my chicken.
It disappeared.
Which
Well,
you
you
get.
burn it anyway. If you go from below the docks, you go west. And we are like 200 meters in or something. I'm an idiot.
What happened?
You made a garden plot.
I was showing off all my goodies journal, and I left the seeds behind.
We can find you some more seeds, Renee. Okay.
This sucks. Danny.
Yeah.
I have a game for you.
Yeah.
So, you gotta pick like a clothing item of me, like the jacket, pants, or backpack.
Okay. Alright. Let's go for pants.
Okay, John, what do you choose?
Backpack.
Okay,
You didn't
John.
Go, okay, you didn't even go with
you won.
Okay.
Well, actually, you didn't win because you
Oh.
get the bad one, and you get the good one.
Oh,
Aren't they identical?
Yeah, one is worn, one is not worn.
You made it sound like I won something. You got my hopes up.
You can put that in your next experiment
Renee.
video. What do you think is gonna happen, John?
I'm gonna wait it out.
crashed.
Oh, you crashed?
Yeah.
I thought you died there for a second. I'm not gonna lie.
I did.
Fell all. You died? No, you didn't.
I did.
Fell all the way.
My screen is black.
You're up and running around. You have a
No, my
screaming
screen is
pulse.
black.
I don't know what to tell you because you're running around on land forward.
Should I quit my game then? I can do anything.
I feel like you might log back in underwater. You're moving around. Oh, crap. You liar. You liar.
What did you do, John?
He punched me in the head.
After messing around a lot, we found a car and we found another car. We drove to Kamanka and even west of Kamanka where we found another car, which caused our own car to stop moving, sadly. We ran all the way back to our first car to get that one going again, and after that we drove back to Kamanka, where we found the Kamanka heli crash. And I sadly crashed the car after that.
Oh shit!
I said my goodbyes to John and Danny, and I logged off for the day. I continued my journey the next day in the fog. He looked scared and has a gun in his hands. My instinct told me to run away, so I did. I decided to run to the gas station west of Kamenka, where I dropped the flare. Maybe he would stand in the flare and it would give me an opportunity to approach him. I waited until I got impatient and I moved on. Or he lost me. Could also be the case. There's a hunting backpack here. That's pretty awesome. But there's a heli crash. I always find heli crashes here these days. It's pretty neat. Let's see if there's someone around. You never really know, do you? Only thing I can check is the tower over there. Okay, let's go check it out. This is a heli crash for people like me. Well, we'll see when we get out of here alive, to be honest. We'll see. We have a lot of stuff we don't really need. Okay, so let's switch this thing for the headlight. So we have a little space. This has definitely been looted already. What's this? Black tactical shirt? It was already been looted. Kind of to be expected, to be honest. After the heli crash, I looted the town of Bor and I went over to Kozlovka, where I spotted a car. The car was pretty much okay, except for the wheels. They were pretty broken. I figured that was why they left it here. So I decided to go and look for a tire repair kit. I looked in Kozlovka, I already looked in Bor, I didn't see anything. Went down to the Cherno area, looted Shapevsk, looted Novoselki, didn't find anything. It took me about 1.5 hours to actually find the tire repair kit to get back to the car. Yeah. Holy shit. That took a long time. And sadly, my car stopped working because I got in the area of a different vehicle. Sadly, that is a problem. At least it was a problem in the experimental, because this is recorded in the experimental, not unstable. But I have the feeling that it's still there, the problem. I tried my hardest to get the car out of his awkward position, removing the wheels, shooting it with a bow, for example. Didn't really work. Suddenly I saw some spook deers. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
What's up, buddy? Are you alone?
Hi.
Alright. I was just shooting a deer. Oh, there's two. There is fucking two. Liar. The guy was actually crawling for like 10 minutes before they actually splintered up and moved on. I think they were relatively new to the game, and I almost actually went back to kind of help them, but because his friend was running around with a gun in his hands, and of course I just shot at them, I decided not to. But I watched them run away. I waited until I couldn't see them anymore, and I drank at the well next to the red house, next to the castle. I checked the castle for a sword, but I was unlucky. After that, I headed east. Yeah. I circled back to the hill he was on and suddenly I heard footsteps. What the fuck, dude? Now I don't know why he was whistling, but help from the birds he did not get. I'm glad he's dead.